loves, and welcome to a new vlog opening up in the car. But as you saw in the footage beforehand, Angie and I put up the wallpaper in my room, in the pack system in my room. When we were planning how I was going to help her with the art show in July, and I was like, how you can help me? Can you help me with my room when it comes time? And she said, yep. And she did. She came in clutch, man, because Angie's a perfectionist. And that means that the job was done really well. For me personally, when I get tired, I'm all like, F it. I'm not going to do it. I don't care if the wallpaper's crooked and there's a huge gap. But Angie's all like having none of that.
No. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it as right as I can. Now, it's not ever going to be perfect, but I'm damn well going to try.
It was a job. It took us, how long did we say? 4.5 hours? We started at 11-ish, probably around 11:15.
Almost 6 hours.
Yeah. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4.5 hours. 5.5 hours. So it took us about 5.5 hours to do. I'm really, really grateful to Angie, though, for helping me with that. We're on our way to Costco. So, yes, after spending 5.5 hours putting up wallpaper, what do you want to do? You want to go to Costco.
That's not, well, who doesn't love going to Costco? But it's more like we need to go to Costco.
Yeah, we need to go to Costco. And today's the only, or this evening is the only time we're going to be able to do it. And I much prefer going to Costco in the evenings after 6 o'clock if I can do it. So it is 5:15 right now, but we have to run to Value Village to make some donation drop-offs. But anyway, the wallpaper is up and I will show it to you. But right now the room is a disaster. It is just chock full of my old wallpaper.
Looks like somebody picked it up and shook it.
Yeah, totally. There's just like wads and wads, like ginormo wads, like my size wads, it feels like. Not quite, but they're pretty big. Wads of the old wallpaper that was on. There was a peel and stick that I got from Amazon, and the backing to the new wallpaper, plus scraps. And I've got to collect all of the pieces that we have left over, because there's actually opportunity for lining of drawers and,
Well, if there's enough, I actually want to put some of that wallpaper in our downstairs bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's the powder room.
Mm-hmm.
And
small little space that would do really well with the wallpaper like that.
I think it'd be pretty in there.
Yeah. You know what would make us use less wallpaper is if we put wainscoting, but not the frame kind, but the like the slats,
Oh, yeah.
Not shiplap, but the one that goes in the other direction. I don't necessarily care for shiplap. It's a little too farmhouse for me, and that's not my vibe.
Well,
not Angie's vibe either. My
thing is, I'm trying to use stuff that we have already, and I don't want to be buying more stuff.
No, I totally get it. I totally hear you on that. And so anyway, I have a fairish amount of paper left, so we're going to figure out a use for it. But, we could, like I said, we could line drawers and, do stuff like that. So who knows? But I'm really, really happy with the way that it looks. I will be sure to show you. I'm going to show you the mess too. You guys are going to get it all, because tomorrow I'm going to spend the day cleaning up the mess and putting things back into the wardrobe. We'll see how easy it was. It was easy to take it all out. Let's see how easy it is to put it back in.
Yeah.
But I also have to move those 2 drawers that I keep talking about over to the other side. So it's going to be a full day project for me to get the final configuration done. As I've told you, I'm postponing the wainscoting, so we're not going to talk about that too much, but then comes the final decorate. I mean, I am thrilled with the way that it looks, and it's going to be so beautiful once I get everything put in its place. I was going to move that shallow bookcase, and I may still, but I don't know if I'm going to do it this round. I'm done. I am ready to, call it done for the time being. There's still some things that will be happening, but the majority of the work is done. I am planning up my my gallery wall, though. I do need to put up my artwork, the artwork that I have, and I need to print up some artwork too. So anyway, guys, we're on our way to Costco. We're going to do a Costco run. I guess we'll be doing a Costco haul when I get home, or when we get home. But we're going to hit the hot dogs first because we haven't eaten all day long. Right, honey?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Coffee. That's all I've had. Oh, and a slice of banana bread.
All I've had's coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm surprised I'm still walking.
Yeah, I'm surprised that my head is still on my neck.
Yeah.
Because somebody can get hangry, but you know, I think the fasting has helped you with that. You know, the fasting that you've done in the past has kind of helped you with that because you're not terribly hangry.
I'm not hangry in the first place. Well, not this time. I
Yeah.
mean, I have been hangry in the past, but not today.
Yeah, not today. Not today. I'm talking about just in the past.
Ah, you always gotta bring it up, though.
No. It's okay. You know, it's all right to be I mean, you know, hangry is a common thing in America because, you know, the standard American diet makes us that way. But anyway, I'm not going to preach. We're going to go hit the hot dogs. Yep, we're hitting the hot dogs, and then we're going to... Did you see that desk? We're going to...
Yes, I did. And I wanted to see if you wanted to grab it, but it was out in the rain for a few days.
Oh, yeah, no. What was I saying? Oh, yes. We're gonna go hit... I've got ADHD, guys. Seriously. Because I am so hungry. I'm distracted. We are going to go and hit the hot dog stand. You know, hot dogs at Costco, and a drink, and maybe even a pizza. Not a whole pizza, a slice of pizza. And definitely a cookie. But we're doing this before we go into the Costco because heaven forbid we go into Costco this hungry. Just even slightly hungry. Heaven forbid. Because we will, like, put all kinds of stuff in our basket. So, we're going to have dinner first.
Oh, yeah, it's much cheaper just to go get a hot dog first and then go into the Costco. Mm-hmm. Especially since what is it, $3.50 for a hot dog and a soda? And that's for both of us.
Yeah, but it's very dangerous to go into a Costco hungry.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. Even with the samples, because you'll be buying everything that you're sampling. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off because I'm so hungry. I'm just rambling. And I will talk with you guys, or true, but this time I'm doing it hungry, so it's like really meandering. I mean, tell me that I haven't taken you 20 different places in just this short conversation.
She's following the yellow brick road, y'all.
Totes. All the way to the Mickey D's. No, I hate McDonald's.
Gross.
No, all the way to the hot dog stand. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go because I'm not making any sense. I'm not making any sense.
We love you. Thank you. We'll see you again soon.
Yep, tomorrow. No, later. Maybe. I don't know. Yes, later, because we're doing a Costco haul. So, later. Bye.
Oh, Lordy.
Bye. We are home. We are exhausted. But we are also going to be doing a Costco haul. Oh, I am just so tired. So is Angie. Yeah. But we got food. I'm more rational. I'm definitely more rational now. Maybe, yeah. All right, so to start out with the haul, just a usual, the Copra 100% pure coconut waters. These are Angie's electrolyte of choice.
Yes, it's so delicious.
Yes.
It's actually good for you.
Yep. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but she likes it. And she's been having a lot of cramping in her legs and such. So this will help. But we also got these. These are coconuts with, completely fresh from the coconut water. So she's very excited to bust into these too. And she's wondering if she can break into these and get the meat of the coconut. I do not know. We've seen Bobby from Flav City talk about these every time we watch him. And so I finally found them. They were in the refrigerated produce section. So I grabbed them when I saw them. We got some Swiffer dusters. We're going upstairs and we ran out upstairs. So we got these for our Swiffer duster. Okay, good. I want like, this isn't the kind on the thingy, is it? On with the stick. Anyway, we got this.
It does. It has a handle. It comes with a handle.
Okay, good. We got some more honey because we're running low. And this is the Kirkland Northwest Raw Unfiltered Honey. So delicious. I got some of the Bellwether Farms A2 Organic Whole Milk Yogurt. I'm going to need this. I'm going to need to get protein that's easily digestible. So that's why I picked this up. We also picked up some organic strawberry fruit spread. So I can put a spoonful of that in my yogurt, even though it has sugar.
This is not Bobby approved.
This is not Bobby approved, but it does taste good in yogurt, and Angie likes to eat it on toast and things like that. Okay, what else do we have? We got sponges. I wanted to get the Scrubby Mommies, but they didn't have them, so I got these because we are in desperate need of sponges. We got some acid controller. This is famotidine. This is our savior for those times when we've got heartburn from eating spicy foods. This stuff works so fast, like within 15 to 20 minutes, feeling better. So had to have some of these. Yesterday we were on a mad hunt because we knew we had another one of these because we had bought this and we knew that we had one more, we thought, and we didn't have any other famotidine in the house. Angie was a hero. She dug around in the bathroom cupboard and found the bottle, but we decided we needed to restock.
Yes, that's one of those things that I don't want to be without. Yeah.
It's a must-have. Cambozola for Angie. It's one of her favorite cheeses.
Love Cambozola. It's got natural penicillins in it. So if you're ever feeling icky but don't feel bad enough to go to the doctor, eat some of this. It'll help you, I promise. So good.
And then we got some Teton grass-fed beef sausage. I really like this stuff. It's really, ooh, it fell out of the packaging, but it's really, really good. And it's clean. It's a very clean sausage, as clean as you can get for sausage. So really like that. And then I got some blueberries to have with my yogurt because I want to stick with low glycemic fruit, and this is a low glycemic fruit. But we got one that was high glycemic. We got one that was not, and we got a container of grapes. So, yeah.
This bag died, so I think I'm gonna just.
You're gonna get rid of it?
Yeah, I wonder if we can recycle it.
I don't know. Also got our coffee creamer because when I get on my GLP-1, this is going to be my one vice. I cannot give up my coffee creamer for coffee. We also got some chomps because they're easy protein and they're not very big. Mama Lil's, Angie's absolute favorite. She just loves this on sandwiches, on pizza, on anything.
Pretty much any. I can eat them like that. One of the reasons I need some famotidine, y'all.
But this is so good though.
Yeah, so good.
Then we got some calamatas because we were out and I use these a lot in my cooking. I love throwing them in fresh salads and things like that. They taste so good. We got some avocados because you cannot be without avocados in this household. We also got some collagen powder because we ran out. This is the Vital Proteins collagen powder, our favorite. And man, I was looking for a clean protein powder at the Costco and I could not find a single one. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But anyway, we also got some Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef jerky. Everybody raves about this. It looks really, really good. I think we tried it though, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
It's so tasty. It's very, very tender. So it's not your traditional beef jerky where you have to gnaw at it. But Raleigh and I know the quality of Snake River Farms just because that's the kind of meat that her sister buys.
And we've bought in the past as well.
Yeah,
so
it's very good.
we got some rice ramen noodles. These are high protein ramen noodles. I've shown them on the channel before. And I'm looking for foods that are high protein. I normally eat 2 of these cakes, and I think I'm going to have to drop down to 1. So we'll see. But I mean, it's a good source of protein.
It's pretty good. You have to make your own mix for it, but Raleigh does it for me because I'm like, Wait, what? You want to do what?
Eggs.
Yeah.
You gotta have them. These are the free range eggs, 24 count. Yeah. I do. I make a paste and that's what we mix it with. It's really good stuff.
It's really good.
And I know my other vice, pommiers. I can't not grab these. And I have a feeling that these are going to last a bit longer than they normally do.
She was getting mad because she couldn't find them. I'm just saying.
They were hiding from me. They knew I was coming. Big Mondo laundry soap because I don't know why Angie seems to think we need so much.
What? No, I got it because it's organic and plant-based and probably smells better than the patchouli that you bought.
That was the only scent that they had, but I do have that old money one too. But it's a smaller bottle, much smaller bottle.
I don't know how to use that though.
It's just laundry soap.
I don't know how to
use it like you use.
You have that and then you have that. And
Oh well, okay. Dawn spray, the power wash, absolute must-have. Love this stuff. I use it so much, and we ran out, or we're running out. We're down to one bottle, and I don't like being that low in stock.
It's amazing stuff. You don't have to use a heck of a lot of soap to get not just one thing, but several things clean. It's really good.
Oh, we got another. Oh gosh. We got another watermelon. They were on sale, and I knew that they were on sale because when we were having our hot dog, I saw so many people walking out with watermelons, and they had so many watermelons. So we were like, yep. And they were Walmart prices, so they were what, $6?
$5.99.
$5.99 for the watermelon. So, and then Angie got herself some beer. We also got some Spindrift, and that's it. That's the Costco run.
After hanging wallpaper today, I deserve some beer. I've earned it. I'm just saying.
All right, guys, I'm going to sign off for the day. I've got to put all this stuff away. I am exhausted. I'm ready to relax for the rest of the night. It's already 8 o'clock. And so we're going to call it for the day, and I will open it up again tomorrow for you guys. Hello, my loves. It is Friday morning, and we're in the middle of a heat wave. Yippee skippy. We've got another heat wave on us, but it's still relatively cool in my room. Welcome to the redecorating zone. Let me show you where we are with everything. First of all, I want to show you what the wallpaper looks like inside the wardrobe. Oh, no makeup because I need to get this done before it gets too warm in my room. This is the paper in the unit. It is stunning. It is stunning. I'm so pleased. We did have to go ahead and put that shelf in there because Angie had the ladder in here, and we wanted to hurry up and get the ladder out because it takes up a lot of space. But we have got all of this beautiful paper. It is gorgeous. If you're interested in where I got this, I got it from the Painted Paper. It is like pro quality wallpaper. This was the peel and stick. They also have the one with the adhesive on it, and then they've got the traditional where you put the adhesive on it. But I got the peel and stick because it was the easiest. It's best for DIY. I've already got my self-bookmarked a few other patterns for the other parts of the house because this paper is so stunning. It is really nice and thick. Let me show you. I've got a little scrap here. It is a really nice and thick wallpaper. It is fabric that's been coated and it's stunning. This is the aftermath. This is the pile of old peel and stick paper and the backing for the wallpaper. And then I've got everything kind of tucked away along the edges of my room. The shoes have been destroyed a little bit in the getting the wallpaper done. So now comes the arduous task of putting everything away. Before I do that though, I do need to move the 2 drawers over here to this side of the PAX unit. So I'll be working on that. But the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up that pile of discard that we have going on over here. Oh, I think we're on the final stretch. If I can manage to get things done in the heat that's coming in a way that is okay, you know, where I'm not like overheated, I will come back to you here in a little bit after I have at least put on the drawers just to kind of show you the progress at that point. And I'm very excited, very, very excited. I'm going to be cleaning as I go along, but I'm going to pop some YouTube on and get to work before it gets too hot. So off I go. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to the vlog. It is Monday. It has been a few days since I've last picked up my camera. If I have to be honest with you, I'm not even sure when was the last time I picked up the camera exactly. But we have been in a heat wave, another one, and it's a long one. This one has been 5 days long as of today, I want to say. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so 4 days. We've got one more day tomorrow, and the heat wave is supposed to subside on Wednesday, but then the weather, the temperatures are still going to stay kind of high. So that's what I get for welcoming fall way too early. I'm all like, oh, fall gets here like in 6 weeks, and here we are. And they are saying that they're not sure when the temperatures are going to go down. We're going to have a warmer than normal September and October and possibly November. Great. I have been slowly but surely picking at my room. I have not really finished it. Well, there's no really about it. It is not finished yet, but I am going to be working on it this afternoon. I do want to get the final touches put on because I've got to get things so that I can start shooting again. We've got a busy week this week, and this is going to be probably almost like a 2-week vlog that I'm pulling together for you guys with several days off in between. I was going to put this one up separately, and it's just things are overlapping. So I'm just all like, you know what, this is just going to be a 2-week vlog. I do want to mention that I have started a tirzepatide, which is a GLP-1. This is going to be my first week on a GLP-1. I took my shot yesterday, which was Sunday. It was really interesting because before taking the shot, or when I made the decision that I wanted to take the GLP-1, I started to monitor my thoughts to see if I did have food noise, and I didn't really notice any food noise. I'm like, I don't hear, I don't feel like I have food noise. But the minute I took my shot yesterday, well, within a few minutes of taking my shot yesterday, my mind quieted. It was really bizarre. It's like, the way that I can describe it is like it was a din in the background of my thoughts that I didn't realize was there. Kind of like a background refresh on an app, right? It's running and you don't know that it's running. And so I've got this like background noise that I didn't realize was there until it was gone. And most notably, what I noticed was, well, we were going to have coffee and pommiers because we bought some pommiers at the Costco, right? And we're going to have coffee and pommiers. And I was super excited about that. Normally I have 4 palmiers with my coffee because I love my palmiers. You know, it's like my little breakfast snack kind of thing. And I took the shot and I was walking to go get my water in another part of the living room, and that voice, that the only way that I can describe it is this little kid skipping around in my mind, excited about palmiers and coffee, you know, oh, palmiers and coffee, palmiers and coffee, palmiers and coffee, you know. And as I was walking to go get my water, that stopped. And I didn't even realize that it was there until it was gone. And so I was like, okay, so I do have food noise then, because I noticed a significant difference in my mind. Now, some people don't feel the effects of the medication right away. Some people feel them really quickly. I felt them really quickly, at least in my mind. You know, I felt them very, very quickly. When it came time to sit down to have our coffees and palmier, and I was putting things together for it, and I was like, I'm only going to have one. And I was fine with it. And I was like, wow, this must be what it's like to be like, have a normal relationship with food. Because I was mentally satiated. You know, I was like, I didn't feel the need to have the 4 palmiers. One was sufficient. And it's really kind of cool that I don't feel enslaved by food anymore. Now food is more just something that I have to consume to be healthy, you know, for my body to run. But it's not, it's no longer something that I crave in the same way. And that's just 2 days in. The other effect that I have noticed is that I feel so full so fast. I'm still eating too much because I feel really, really stuffed, you know, when I'm done. And so I need to kind of be mindful, or I say that today because today I forced myself to eat everything. I had a bowl of yogurt with a little bit of honey in it and some blueberries, like a good cup or more of blueberries, some organic granola, some hemp hearts, and chia seeds. And it was so good, but I'm so full. And then I had grapes after that, and I am incredibly, incredibly stuffed. So that's something that I need to be mindful of and not be a part of the Clean Plate Club, and eat more intuitively, I guess. Know when I'm full and stop. Because I really was forcing myself to eat those grapes at the end, and now I'm kind of stuffed and I feel a bit miserable. And the fullness lasts for a long time. Actually, I have felt full since yesterday. So far, that's what I've been experiencing. A little bit of constipation, not a lot, because I have had bowel movements, but I know that they're slowing down. I can tell that things are moving a lot more slowly in my gut, and I'm very attuned to my gut because I do suffer from gut issues. And so I'm really attuned to what is going on in my lower belly. And so I can sense that things are starting to slow down. But I have been taking Grunes. Grunes are recommended. My sister takes them, and I know some other people that use them, and they really like them, and advise that this is, it keeps you from feeling constipated, which I would agree with, because it has helped to keep things moving. I think that's what I can attribute to keep things moving. Also, in addition to that, I have been trying to be mindful that what I eat has a lot of fiber in it. Like yesterday, we had breakfast tacos, and I had my breakfast taco. It was an egg and bacon breakfast taco, but it was on a hero tortilla, which is high fiber. And I had refried beans, like homemade refried beans, that were made in a very healthy way, also in the taco and as part of my breakfast. And so I have been trying to make sure that I get fiber. The yogurt parfait, I guess is what you would call it. The yogurt that I made myself today for lunch is something that I also had yesterday, the same thing. And the blueberries are high fiber, the chia seeds are high fiber, the hemp hearts I think are high fiber. And so, I've been trying to keep my fiber intake up so that way things can also move easily. I have been drinking my water and all of that stuff. Have I experienced any fatigue? Maybe a little bit. I do feel a little bit tired, but not like totally like I can't move kind of fatigue. I am able to move around, even though I have been procrastinating fixing my room or getting my room sorted. But I do want to get that finished today so that way I can do the big reveal. I also have got to get ready because tomorrow is going to be a really, really busy day for us. We're going to be on the road a lot. We're going to go to the antique store to the south of us, and we also need to go to Walmart, and then Angie needs to go and do some other kind of errand. And so I want to be sure that I have time to record my try-ons in the morning, especially because it is going to be hot in the house. It's going to be warm, and this is fall stuff that I'm trying on. So we're looking at sweaters and, lightweight sweaters and things like that. And I just can't even, I can't even think about dealing with that because it's so hot, So I have to do that in the morning while it's still cool. Wednesday, possibly it's going to be busy. I'm not sure. I know I'm going to be working on editing and things like that. I've got a lot on my plate for the week. I'm a little tired. I'm tired. Let me show you the progress to date. There's really not a whole lot. This is more like what I would consider a punch list of things. So let me turn you around. I still have my shoes on the ground over here. And I got a little bowl of cat food and the glass cleaner that I need to use for my mirror. And then, there's my shapewear. She's hanging to dry because I'm doing laundry at the same time. So for my haul, that's an Old Navy haul. This is what I've gotten in so far. And I have gotten all my fall shoes in and some summer shoes since Summer has decided that she wants to hang about. And then I've got my outfits for this week over here on this side, which I will say I'm so excited that I did that. I'm really glad that I moved or reconfigured my pack system so that way I could have the area for staging for hauls and then the area for my actual outfits. So this is what I have right now in here. And then I've still got a bunch of stuff over here. I've got some bags that I need to get the step ladder in for. I've got a Walmart return and then my sandals that are still in rotation. And then I've got this whole little pile of stuff over here. This bookcase, I was going to move it, but I have decided to wait until I make a decision on what I'm doing with the wainscoting. That is where we are at the moment. I am going to work on what is going on with my hair. Sorry, I side parted it and then I went and ran through my hands through it and did a middle part instead. So it was looking really weird. Anyway, so I am going to go ahead and get that taken care of. And I will show you the after because it's probably going to be slow going because I am feeling a little bit stuffed and I'm also feeling a bit tired from the medication. And also because it's hot. It is really, really hot. It's like 85 degrees right now. Oh, and I still need to get a workout in, by the way, because that has to happen in conjunction with everything else that's happening. With taking my meds and everything, I've got to get some cardio in and I've got to start the workouts. And so thankfully the portable AC is in the room where we have our Peloton bike. And so once I feel less stuffed, I will go downstairs and work out because I do not like working out when I feel full because it just makes the workout so much more uncomfortable and just not great. And so I want to be sure that I'm feeling a little bit like my food has digested a little bit, or at least that things have settled down a bit. So I hope I didn't overdo it with lunch today. I really need to learn to listen to my body signals. That's one of the things that this medicine will, I think, help me with, is to learn when to say stop. But yeah, I took my starting weight. I need to get my measurements before I work out. And so I might get Angie to help me with that. But now I'm just rambling. I need to get busy on this room. So I will talk with you guys on the other side. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another day. We are on Tuesday today, and we're in the car. We're going to start out the day with a car chat. Say hey, Angie.
Hi.
We are on our way to an unusual trip. We've decided to go to an antique mall. I'm only going to tease here. We have to run an errand, but we are also going to browse the antique store. This is one of our favorite antique stores that we enjoy going to, and it's a little bit of a drive, so I thought that I would open up the vlog here. I do apologize for dropping off yesterday. I was hit with a huge bout of fatigue yesterday, which is to be expected, given, the medication that I'm on. So I just got really, really tired. And of course, it was way hot. I mean, it was like Hades hot in the house. And so I just kind of pooped out. And I did do a little bit of cleaning, but I wasn't able to do everything that I wanted to do. And I feel like I'm dragging this out, but I did pick up a little bit in the room. I'll show you the final room later this week when I finally get everything done. I do have to shoot an Old Navy haul that will be up before this vlog. And I haven't been able to because it's been hot. I've had to run errands. We're doing this errand today, so there was no point, not to mention the fact that it is hot today. We're in the last day of our heat wave, and then we're supposed to get a respite from the heat, and then it comes on again, I think, after the weekend is over. So it's annoying because I'm so ready for fall. And I think Angie put some juju on the weather, and it got hot because she's all like, I don't want fall.
I'm not ready for fall yet, but yeah, I don't know. Raleigh says I put juju on the weather. Maybe I did. I don't know.
So the summer heat is still here. We're very well in summer. It's like summer came late.
Yeah, I will say that I did not appreciate getting a little bit of heat stroke on Saturday, though, as I was out working an event, so.
We are on our way to this antique mall. It's the one that we went to recently for my birthday, so we're going back. But anyway, I just wanted to open up the vlog with that. I will show you around. I may not do a lot of talking at the antique mall. I'm not sure if we are going to do much browsing. I'm going to show you around. And yeah, I love antiquing. It's so fun. And I hope I don't find anything, though. I'm being honest. I hope I don't find anything because I just, I'll buy it if I find it. So anyway, I'm going to go now, and I will chat with you again soon. Well, clearly Coco approves. Hi there. What you doing? No, that is not for you to scratch up. You big wiener. I'm just laying this out and you're going to make me have to vacuum it already. You match. You match really, really well, my love. Yes, you do. It's been a few days since I last spoke with you. I think the last thing that I showed you guys was us going to an antique store. I do apologize that it has been a few days since I have picked up the camera. I had to get a video shot and published because I hadn't put up a video in a bit. It was my Old Navy haul, which I am excited for what we may be seeing from Old Navy going forward. Just to let you know, I did keep the flats and I kept the heels. I decided to keep both of the pairs of shoes because after I walked around in the heels for a bit, I was like, these are too cute to give up. And then the flats also, I just love the color. I don't have a flat in that color. I don't have a heel in that color either. So even though the styles are very similar to one another, they're very different pairs of shoes. And so I decided to keep both of them. I'm very excited to haul what we got at the antique store. We didn't get a lot. We really didn't. We did a lot of browsing. We were being very, very selective about the things that we brought in. And I was being very selective about how much I was going to pay for them. Okay, so here's what we got. You saw these when we were browsing, and after talking with Angie, she was like, we can't leave these. These are too beautiful and they're very much in line with fall, but we are going to be using them year round, not just during the fall. And it's these two little crystal candle holders. These were $14.99, but they were having, that booth was having a 20% off sale. So they came out to like $11 and change for the pair. And I mean, they are gorgeous. They're cut crystal. And they were just too beautiful to pass up, especially given that we are in autumn and I'm going to be doing some fall decorating in the house this year. And of course, you guys are coming along for that. But these are so beautiful. And I liked them so much that I looked for them online because I wanted to see how much they were worth. And actually, we got a good price on these because these on eBay are like $22. And then I saw on Poshmark, when I did my search on Poshmark, they had the longer ones. So the ones with the longer stem, you know, they're probably about this tall, you know, from bottom to top. And I had some credit on my Poshmark account, so I went ahead and ordered those. They're on their way. They're not going to get here until next week, but I just thought, you know, it would be so lovely to have the two different heights of these so that we can place them. And, you know, they're really, really beautiful. I mean, they are just gorgeous cut crystal and they hold tapers. I've got enough of the battery operated flameless tapers that I got. I think I got those from Walmart. You might see them back here. I haven't put batteries in them yet. I still need to do a walkthrough of the room. I have not 100% completed the room. I would say I'm like 99% done. I just need to do my gallery wall. As you saw in the opening for today, I was putting out my rug, which Coco Bean decided that she wanted to play on because she had to make it hers. But anyway, the second thing that we got from the antique store was this. I just love it for the frame. It does have something in there that says to teach is to touch a life forever, which I 100% agree with, but that's not what's going to go in this frame. I got it because I really, really liked the frame. It's got all of the things that I look for in a frame. So I need to print up a small, I think this is like a 4x4. Yeah, it's a small 4x4. So I've got to print something up for that. And then this is going to go up on the gallery wall once I get a printout. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't finished the gallery wall, because there are some things that I want to print. I just haven't had time to do it, or I haven't taken the time to do it. But anyway, these are the finds that I found. These are going to go somewhere in the house. Well, you know, they would look really good in here too, as a matter of fact, but I don't think I have any more surface for candle holders. So these are probably going to go on the mantle somewhere. By the way, this is by Simon Designs. That's what these are called. Or that's the maker of these, was Simon Designs. It's etched into the crystal at the bottom. So that's how I knew that. And yeah, so those were the two little things that we got from the antique store, which, you know, long trip for just a few things, but that's fine. We had a reason to be there. Not ready to tell you why, so we'll let you know once that is done. But anyway, I'm going to clean up the paper from all of this stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and come back to you. And I will do a quick walkthrough of everything that we have done, because I think some of you noticed in my Old Navy video that the wallpaper was up, because I got some comments about the wallpaper, which I love it. I love it. I think it is so, so beautiful. And I may have already shown you the pack system with the wallpaper. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, let me go ahead and let me get cleaned up a little bit, and I will be right back. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and do a quick tour of the room. All right, let me turn you around. Here is the pack system. Let me turn on the light, because that will help. Here is the PAX system. And this is, hi cutie.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Showing my crazy hair. Yeah, it's very pretty.
I like it. I just need to flatten it out. And guess what? As soon as it was nice and flat out, guess who came to start scratching at it?
Pickles.
No.
Who's?
Yes. Her Majesty, the Queen of the Landing.
That's because it's her rug, didn't you know?
No, it's not her rug. But anyway, yeah, and she rolled around on it for a sec. But yeah, anyway, I'm just giving them a quick tour.
Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
It's not quite finished though, because I forgot I haven't decorated over here. I haven't brought any of the antiques from downstairs up here yet.
I know, they're still cluttering my dining room table.
Yeah, I need to get my gallery wall done. That's what I need to do. It needs to happen like this weekend. But I'm still touring the room.
Okay.
Okay. So, anyway, all right. Well, onward I go. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start from this corner over here. Why not? So here we have the wall that is still not fully decorated. I'm waiting, or I need to get some command strips. I don't want to put holes in the wall, so I need to get command strips in order to set up my gallery wall, in addition to making prints. But I did move this little dresser over a little bit because I needed access to that plug back there for steaming. So here I have this lamp that I told you about. It is an antique that I picked up, as is this small dresser. Right now I've got things sitting in front of it because on the carpet I have got books and such on the corners and throughout in order to help flatten it out. But this is the rug. I got this rug from Amazon, and I will be sure to link it. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was only like $65, and it fits the room perfectly. And I have to say that that middle medallion kind of looks like a skeleton, and I'm kind of here for that. So we have you know, this bit here. I finally have my little flameless tapers out. They're not on yet. I haven't put batteries in there, but I will give you guys a final walkthrough once everything is fully decorated. But here is the pack system. I really am happy that I reconfigured the drawers because it has made my life so much easier. Here is where I have my weekend outfits. Here is where I have things that are staging for hauls and whatnot. And then over here on my mirror, finally cleaned my mirror. So for those of you that subscribe to the weekend outfits that I'm putting on my Substack, you're not going to get speckles on the mirror anymore, starting with Saturday's outfit of this week's posting. But I still have my shoes here. These are the summer shoes that I have left out because I have pretty much transitioned my shoes over to fall for the most part. This is a lot of my fall shoes. As you can see, I kept the Old Navy shoes. But anyway, so here's the mirror. This little section here is also not permanent yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with that little necklace thing. And ironically, what are they? They're owls. I just never realized that I had so many owls in my life. But anyway, and then of course my curtains, and as you saw last vlog, my desk, my office chair, have done a little bit more of cord management, and I have decided to bring my monitor back. It's not here yet. It's sitting outside this room, but I am bringing my monitor back because it is very, very helpful for editing. So I don't want to let it go. That's a quick tour of the room. Nothing too fancy, and also not 100% complete. What else is new? What else is new? But I am very, very happy with how everything looks and how it's turning out. The last step is going to be my gallery wall. And now that I'm looking at it, I may actually center the rug. Let me turn you around. I may actually center the rug with the dresser. So it's going to pull away a little bit from the pack system. I had initially thought, well, I'll just set it up against the pack system. Oh, let me show you. I initially thought that I would set it up against the pack system, but I'm really thinking that it needs to be centered with the dresser because it just looks a little bit off to me. So that's going to happen. But let me get you back straight. Oh, and this is my beautiful chandelier, which I am so sad that it is no longer available on Wayfair. I looked for it and it's not there anymore. So sad, but it's beautiful. I'm glad I was able to get it when I did. But anyway, so yeah, that's the wallpaper on the pack system, and I could not be happier, guys. I am just so tickled by how beautiful it is. It's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. And more books do sit up here, but they're down on the floor right now. And I decided to put this gold chain. I found it when I was cleaning out my pack system, and I decided to put it on this bag, and I think it looks so good. But anyway, yeah, I am just super excited for everything. I am so happy. I am so very happy, and I am a little bit dewy, as they say, because it's hot in here. All of a sudden, it got warm, and I know I'm not having a hot flash. So, oh, speaking of, not hot flash, but let me set you down. Before I exit out of today's vlog, just a real quick update on the GLP-1. I took my GLP-1, as I mentioned, I think at the start of this week. And at this point in time, it is Friday, and I can tell that the medicine has worn off because I'm hungry. I actually have physical hunger. I'm not obsessing about food, so the food noise, as far as I can tell, is not there as much. It is still there a smidge. I could definitely feel when the food noise was coming back on. It's really weird. I do take another dose on Sunday. It'll be interesting to see how things go. I did not work out this week like I had wanted to, and that's going to be something that I need to address within myself. That's something that I need to figure out, because exercise is crucial with this journey. So I've got to get into a rhythm with that. I really want to hire a personal trainer. I think that is the best way for me to do it. That's the way that I'm going to have the discipline to do it, when I've got somebody pushing me, when I'm paying them, to push me. The only thing is I don't want to do it for an hour. If that's what has to happen, then that's what has to happen. I felt so good and so strong when I was in my 40s and going to personal training, and I want to get back to that, especially now that I have found a solution to helping me to control my appetite. I did feel very full on, from Monday through Wednesday and some of Thursday. It was like Thursday mid-morning where I could kind of feel that there was a difference. So it's just a matter of building the medication up in my system. I know this, and I'm at the starter dose, like 2.125 milligrams. I don't know. So I am just now, I get it. It's like, okay, week 1. And it was effective, though, I will say, because I wasn't eating as much. I didn't hear the food noise, all of that. And so yeah, I'm pretty excited about what's to come on this journey. So I will keep you guys posted on that. And did I lose any weight? I don't know. I only weigh myself once a week, and I weighed myself on Sunday. And I actually took the weight that I had at the doctor. So we'll see what's happened with the scale on Sunday, especially given that the medication isn't in my system at the moment, or I have very little of it in my system at the moment, because I do feel hunger. I do see things and I'm like, ooh, I should have some of that. But I have controlled myself. I didn't polish off the pommiers when the food noise started. I didn't eat everything in sight. I was just able to eat more, and then I have actually felt actual physical hunger, and I could probably go back to eating close to what I was eating, the portion sizes that I was eating, because I pretty much cut my portion sizes in half, at least, if not more, especially earlier in the week. So we'll see how this builds up in my system in the first month. And I just need to get on the ball and get my activity levels up, my cardio, and most importantly, my strength training. So that's the update. As far as this vlog, I'm going to go ahead and close it out now. It has been a journey on this vlog. I'm sure it has spanned 2 weeks, but with big gaps in between. I hope that you don't mind that happened, but it is what it is. And I think that there's still a lot there. So I decided on September 1, I'm going to start decorating the house, especially that we have tidied up the downstairs really, really well, because we're having guests coming over for dinner tomorrow. So we cleaned up the house. I'm excited to decorate with you guys. So I'm going to go. I hope you have a good week, and we will talk with you guys again next week. Bye.